Hi, good evening. My name is Mike Banner, and I am going to prepare a little video, and I just really want to share some thoughts on one of our key subject matters for this week's lesson, and just want to talk through and give some specific examples how we can apply this message in. Specifically, I'm going to be talking through Chapter 6, which goes over the planning, sales, dialogue, and presentations. And what I want to focus on is specifically what the chapter talks about: linking buying motives to benefit of the seller's offering, support claims made for benefits, and reinforce the verbal claims made. And I think this is probably one of the most important keys in selling. So I think from my personal experience working in sales for my career so far is that a lot of people, or a lot of young sales professionals, one of the terms they like to use is like telling is not selling. So whatever that product may be, so they have, they take, say if you take, like, for example, this can of Diet Pepsi, they're going to tell you how awesome it tastes, how good you feel, blah 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 blah. But the reality is, when you're selling a product or a service, you have to link what the buyer's motivation is with the value of this Pepsi can or whatever you're trying to sell. And I think that's where a lot of times sales professionals fall short. And a couple things is, people typically won't argue with their own advice. So if you can do enough information on the discovery front, and you can figure out exactly what their motivation is, then you can turn around and use it too. And so one thing kind of similar that I've used before in my sales career, it's a formula where it says, dissatisfaction times future promise has to exceed the cost plus the fear. So try to make that sound more simple is, typically when people are in the marketplace, there's some type of dissatisfaction, and that's why they're looking to improve their lives in some part. So that's one of the key things I like to use when selling. For example, when you have that buyer motivation, say for me personally, I'm in real estate, and my career is, there's a motivation on maybe the family's grown and they don't fit anymore into that house, and that's their main motivation is, the two youngest childs have to share a room and they're fighting a lot and there's contention in the house. So you have to look at, okay, that's the dissatisfaction, and then you have to communicate that to the prospect. So, for example, what's your life going to be like in the next 1 to 2 years if you stay where you're at and you do nothing? Or what's it going to be like when you get into this home where they're able to have their own bedroom? So it's a combination of really reinforcing what that dissatisfaction is, and then selling the future promise. Or basically what it's talking about is linking the buying motivated, or linking the buying motives or the buying motivation, and having the benefits or to support that. So whatever reason why that buyer is motivated, that's what the salesperson really needs to hone in and focus on. And if you can do that, your conversion rate and your overall success in sales is going to be a lot stronger. So and there's a lot of different components. Some people are more rationale and they like data and they like information, they want to make the right decision. And then a lot of people are emotional, so they have fear and status and ego related feelings that's going to play a part. But the key is just to make sure you know who you're dealing with. Is it rationale or is it emotion? And then tie on it. And so just making sure that you tie whatever motivation they have for making that buy and sell that. So say if it's music iPad for when they're at the gym, and you're saying how great is it going to be when you're working out and you have your favorite playlist that you're listening to and you're more motivated to work harder. So just a few thoughts that I want to just say is, when you're selling a product or a service, hopefully it's going to make their life better or their life situation better, and hopefully it's going to help get buyers off the fence and purchase whatever product you're working for. So just a really key component in sales is just really linking the buying motivations and the benefits and the supporting information into your sales presentation. So thanks so much for your time. I look forward to your feedback and your questions. Have a great day.